welcome back to my channel. I'm Huck. Today we are doing a currently reading update to chat about what I've been reading recently. Now that we're like moving into fall, I've been feeling more motivated to read. I just always really like transition seasons like spring and fall because there's just so much like potential in the air, you know? It just makes me feel very motivated. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of months, I will be able to capitalize on that and read more because I'm feeling very motivated. However, I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to get read no matter how motivated I'm feeling because I am going to be moving at the beginning of October. And so September and October are going to be very busy with like packing, moving, unpacking, all of that kind of stuff. I am hoping that maybe I will at least get to listen to a lot of audiobooks because I will need something to listen to while I'm going through everything and packing everything up and all of that. So that's my plan at the moment. We'll see what happens. But let's get into what I've been reading. So the most recent book that I finished was Disfigured on Fairy Tales, Disability, and Making Space by Amanda Leduc. This is a nonfiction book that is about the way that disability is represented in fairy tales and how that impacts the way that we treat and think about disability in Western culture. In this, she's specifically focusing on Western culture and like grimm fairy tales, Hans Christian Andersen, like that kind of fairy tale. And I thought this was very interesting. This is one that I saw kind of going around booktube maybe last year and have been meaning to get to it for a while, so glad that I finally did. As for what I am reading right now, my current physical read is Dreaming the Eagle, which is the first book in the Boudica series by Amanda Scott. This is historical fiction set in, it is 32 AD Britain. And so Boudica was a like warrior queen who I think fought against the Romans as they were coming into Britain. I actually don't know that much about her. Where am I in this? I am about 100 pages in. This book is like 700 pages, so not that far in just yet, but I've read the first 4 chapters of it. And so far I'm enjoying it. We're following 3 perspectives. One of them is Brecka, who I believe is going to become Boudica. I think that's who that character is going to be. And at the very beginning of this book, there is an attack on their village. In the process, her mother dies, and Brecka at a very young age kills one of the attackers, and that kind of like seals her fate or her role in their society as a warrior, that like she is going to be a warrior because she has made her first kill at such a young age. We also are following we also get the perspective of her father, who is the smith in their community, and he's like teaching her how to like make swords and things like that, which is cool. And then we also follow her half-brother Bon, who I don't know too much about yet, other than that he had like some kind of prophetic dream at one point, and he has a dog that he saved as a puppy, which love a dog companion, but that dog better not die. Like, I am already like, oh god, this dog better not die, otherwise I'm gonna be very upset. But yeah, also there seems to be a lot about like dreaming and dream interpretation, and they put a lot of weight on dreams, and there seems to be like a rite of passage that everybody goes through at a certain age where they kind of like go out into the wilderness to like seek a dream, which has been very interesting. Anyways, this is more than I intended to go into this right now, but I'm liking this. I'm very intrigued by it. My current audiobook is Fevered Star by Rebecca Roanhorse, which is the second book in the, what is the series called? I don't remember what this series is called actually, but the first one was Black Sun. I read it earlier this year and loved it. I gave Black Sun 5 stars. So I've been very excited to read Fevered Star, which just came out earlier this year. I've heard some very like sort of reviews of it, and pretty much everybody has said like it's not as good as the first book, and a lot of people have been like it's not that great. So far, how far into this am I? I'm like 50 pages into it. I've read the first 5 chapters, and so far I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm not sure if I will agree with the general consensus of it not being as good, but so far I'm really liking it. I'm really glad to be back in this world, back with Rebecca Roanhorse's writing. It just really grips me right away, and I have been liking it so far, so we'll see. Okay, so then what am I going to be reading next? I don't really know what audiobook I'm going to read next. At the moment, I don't have like a queue, you know, of like what audiobook to read next. But I am thinking that my next physical read will probably be Forestborn by Elaine Audrey Becker. This is a YA fantasy that is about a girl who has special abilities, and she goes into the forest. I don't really know that much about this at this point. This is one of those books where I read the description, thought it sounded cool, by now have completely forgotten, but I kind of want to just go into it not knowing too much. But I know that it involves a forest. I also know that Kara really liked this book, so all of that makes me very intrigued by it, and yeah, I think that this will be a good one to read after reading Dreaming Eagle, because this seems like it is this is quite chunky. It's like 700 pages, and so it'll be nice to have something that is a little bit shorter. This is more like 350 pages, and it's just like it'll be a nice break from something that's like a little bit longer and heavier. So really looking forward to this. And then, oh no, wait, I remembered what I was thinking my next audiobook might be. I did have a plan. I was thinking that I might finally listen to The Bone Shard Emperor by Andrea Stewart, which is the second book in the, oh, it's another one, I don't remember the series name, but the first one is The Bone Shard Daughter, which I read last year, I think, and really liked The Bone Shard Daughter. Very interested to see where the second book goes. Another one where I've heard people be kind of underwhelmed by the second book, but I want to give it a try, and it is one of my books on my like top 10 books to read in 2022, and we're officially in the second half of 2022, and I have only read like 3 of the books, maybe 4 from that list, so I need to get on it. I think at this point I've kind of accepted that I may not get to all of the books on the list, but I want to get to at least a few more before the end of the year, so that might be my next audiobook. Anyways, so that is all of the books that I am currently reading and what I'm thinking of reading next. I would love to know how your reading has been going. What are you reading now, or what are you most excited to read next? But thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye!